left on special teams. I know you've thrown everybody out there.
Yeah. I mean, we've never done totally, but see what happens.
Personnel-wise,
Nothing really dramatic, but I mean, we're going to tinker and try to, position guys as best we can, at least in our estimation, and then hopefully get, develop consistency. And that's kind of where we're lacking right now, is consistency.
Adrian, on kick coverage, just.
Yeah, probably not. That's a safe bet, no.
How many of those mistakes do you attribute to inexperience versus maybe out of position scheme?
At Saturday we had both. We had some inexperienced mistakes, and we had some veteran guys that made some critical errors too. And that's the part where we like to minimize those, because you're not counting on that. But they have some things too. So wasn't counting on that, and all those things add up, and we got to do a better job. And inexperienced ones you have to live with. I'm not singling out Don Shumpert, but he was offsides on that kickoff. Well, it's his second game ever. I'm not too upset with him. And probably the only upset there is that, in the next play he was very tentative, because, as you might imagine, he was afraid of, being too aggressive. So, but that's, the second game performance. He'll be better this week. He's going to still be out there. I can assure you that. He's a good football player.
It's easy to say now with on the fake punt was.
I wish I had that to do every game.
Was punt safe?
Let's go right down the list. Yeah.
Was punt safe ever anything?
It was. It was a thought, and in retrospect, I wish we had done it.
Well, why did it not seem to occur to anybody that was a possibility?
Yeah, it was a possibility, and we thought about it. We have 2 people rushing the punter. We have 2 other people assigned to watch, to make sure the ball's punted before they leave their responsibility, and that didn't happen. It's kind of like a Super Bowl, line turning and running before the ball gets kicked on a kickoff. That's how you sneak an onside kick in there. It's pretty much a similar situation. Had we gone punt safe, wouldn't have been an issue. So put it down. We blew that one. That's my job.
Troy, you've cut your teeth on special teams and have been on some successful units. What do you think the issues are this year with what's going on, some of the breakdowns?
I think we just have to be more consistent. We know we can get the job done on special teams. It's just a matter of doing it every single down, every single play, and being more consistent.
What contributes to that? I mean, is a lot of that mental?
Yeah. It's just being focused and ready to go each play.
Tyler, you cut your teeth on special teams and some successful ones. What goes into strong special teams play?
The biggest thing is just taking pride in what you're doing out there. You may not be an offensive or defensive starter, but it's one of those deals. You know your role in the team, and you go out there and just give 110%. Just knowing that that's what your role on the team is, and just go out there and try to hit somebody, I guess.
It's you can point to offense or defense and say, they missed a play, but special teams are only out there so often. And, as specialists and special teams, you're out there to perform 100% all the time. You can't really miss a play, or else, it costs you 6 or 3 points or, whatever. So I don't think there's really a snowball effect. I think really what we have to do is be consistent and, pride ourselves on being one of the best special teams in the country. Right now we haven't shown that, but, we're going to keep working towards it. I mean, it's really all mental, We have form, I have technique. Our protection has their 2-step drop. They have everything go down the line. Everyone has their certain job to perform, and really that's all you have to do is everyone perform their job in order for one cohesive special teams unit. And I mean that's something that everyone has to do their job. If one person messes up, it can just snowball down the line of everybody else messing up, or it could it only takes one guy to kind of screw a play up. Me with the hold on Saturday. Anybody, anything. So really the consistency factor is huge in everybody doing their job, and that's why everyone watches film so much. It can happen in a split second, but that split second is something that you have to prepare for.
They're correctable? Everything
Absolutely.
You guys are seeing?
Absolutely. Everything's correctable. I mean, we're not panicking. We've done this for so long. I mean, the guys out there have done it for a long time. If they haven't, they're enough athletes to get the job done and do it well. And so it's just on us to be consistent with it.
How much credit goes to the other teams? I mean, Arizona did some good things on special teams. Wisconsin fake punt. Mm-hmm. You're a punter. You know that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they were good calls.
Yeah. I mean, good calls, risky calls. At the end of the game, you can point towards these plays. And, you know, if we did our job, the fake punt would have mattered. You know, even if they did a fake punt, if they did an onside kick, you know, we could point to all the things that could have happened. But, you know, every team's trying to get a spark. And, you know, they use that with their offense and defense, special teams. Sometimes they try to get a spark in that, but, you know, it's all about the risk that, you know, other teams are willing to take. And if we did our job, we have 4 more points on the board that we're up by 10, and the fake punt doesn't matter.